talking to ChatGPT and asking it to make a DLC for DC Universe Online. So I thought, what if we had an Outlaws DLC? The story is focused on Red Hood, Artemis, and Bizzaro, so I wanted to see how it would look like. That would be an introduction to Red Hood, if they did that, as well as changing Artemis model, because she's so outdated compared to what she looks now and so different. And of course Bizzaro that got a new model in the recent DLC, so it would be interesting to see how they would turn it around. This Universe Online DLC, The Outlaws. DLC overview. In this exciting new DLC for DC Universe Online, players will delve into the gritty world of the Red Hood, Artemis, and Bizzaro, forming alliances with these anti-heroes and facing off against new threats that test their mettle. As part of the Outlaws DLC, players will experience a fresh storyline, new missions, unique gear, and additional gameplay mechanics centered around the enigmatic trio storyline. The story kicks off with a powerful new enemy emerging from the shadow, a clandestine organization known as the Syndicate of Shadows. They have been manipulating events in Gotham and beyond, intending to unleash chaos on the world. To combat this threat, players will ally with Red Hood, Artemis, and Bizzaro, each bringing their own unique skills and personal vendettas to the fight. That's pretty interesting. Oh wow, it's literally going into details. Okay, so the overworld missions. Echoes of the Outlaws. Objective: team up with Red Hood to investigate a series of mysterious disappearances linked to the Syndicate of Shadows. Players will need to traverse dangerous parts of Gotham, finding off Syndicate operative and uncovering clues about the organization's plans. Wow, that sounds like an actual mission you pick up from the NPC. That's cool. It's getting smarter. Every time I put stuff into it, it kinda gets better. Artemis Gambit. Objective: Artemis needs assistance to recover an ancient artifact stolen by the Syndicate. The mission involves infiltrating a heavily guarded fortress, battling through hordes of enemies, and retrieving the artifact before it can be used for nefarious purposes. This one can either be a solo, or actually you going around into a specific area in the open world and then you need to fight them to get the item that Artemis is looking for. Bizzaro's Dilemma. Objective: Bizzaro has gone rogue and is wreaking havoc in Metropolis, influenced by the Syndicate's manipulations. Players must calm him down by overcoming a series of challenges and convincing Bizzaro to join forces against the true threat. So that also sounds like if it's solo or duo, because it more makes sense if you have to fight him and you're not really going to get to him and get the story going if it's just bounty in the open world. So that's more, again, either of them could be related to a solo or a duo, but at the end of the day, I think the first one actually fits really well for an open world mission, and the other two fits well for a solo and a duo. So, and we have the Syndicate's layer. Objective: the culmination of the storyline. This raid involves infiltrating the Syndicate's hidden base of operations. Players will face off against Syndicate's leaders and their minions in a series of intense battles, culminating in a showdown with the organization enigmatic head. So as I said, this one sounds like the raids actually. I have to say, it sounds like if there's a raid or anything that will, where it will take place, because it makes sense, because that's like the end of the story. Ooh la la, it's already going to the direction of allies. I'm excited here. New features and gameplay. Ally companions are getting. Red Hood offers a combat side focused on high damage output with firearms and advanced melee techniques. Its abilities include exclusive projectiles and high impact strikes. So it's not really going into too much into what you could do as the passive. So it's something that needs to be studied and thought of. Artemis brings her archery skill to the battlefield with abilities focusing on precision attacks, crowd controls, and agility. She can summon mystical energy for powerful shots. That's cool. I can imagine that being the combat ability. That's really cool. Bizzaro provides burst range and resilience using superhuman strength, heat vision, and eye spread. You can also perform powerful ground slams and shockwaves. That's really cool. I can imagine, again, that being all of them pretty much you got the combat stuff done, but you need to think about their passive, obviously. New gear and styles. Unique gear inspired by the Outlaws, including Redu tactical armors, Artemis Amazonia and Regalia. Okay, we actually have this, I believe. And Bizzarro's distorted super suit, so getting a new Redu style would be pretty cool. I know people will be happy about it if that happened. Again, guys, this is just concept, it's not real. um, Bizzaro can work. I think Artemis, we already have her style, even the one in the actual Outlaws comics, so there's not really a need for that, but getting her hair maybe would be cool. Not the one the NPC has, the one in the comics. Um, Special events, limited time events and challenges featuring the Outlaws where players can earn exclusive rewards and achievements. That's not something they're actually doing, so I'm wondering where they are taking this idea from. Like, there's the event version of content that is available until the next DLC launches, but that sounds more like a bonus week or something. But then there should be additional challenges, like more bounties or extra stuff we can do to progress. So it's something that we don't have, unfortunately. New feats and achievements, accomplishment tied to the Outlaws DLC, such as completing missions, defeating syndicate operatives, and mastering each Outlaw's unique abilities. Okay, that's interesting. So that's another way to look at something to do with the DLC. Like, you could work through progressing the NPCs so they could either help you in combat, not just as allies, but actually in the content. Or you could get a major reward at the end when you finish, like, it could take the entire life of a DLC, and then when you finish the DLC, of course, you could use replays or whatever, but as you get to the end of the DLC, you could get a really big reward for actually finishing, like, maxing out Artemis. Like, maybe you could work through maxing out her bow, stuff like that. The Outlaws base, a new base of operations available to players modeled after the Outlaws hideout, featuring new customization options and amenities for in-game activities. So this sounds different than even the open world. This is like a base, but it's the NPC's base. Like, it's not the player base. So that's really interesting. Like, it's like an additional content. That's pretty cool. Like, you get an extra instance where you can hang out with other players and you have like mini games, stuff like that. That sounds very cool. I think another episode I think about Green Arrow actually had the same idea, and I really liked this idea. I think it was that, either that or it was the Gotham City Sirens. Conclusion. The Outlaws DLC for DC Universe Online offers players an opportunity to explore the darker side of the DC Universe, engaging with complex characters and facing formidable new challenges. With Red Hood's cunning, Artemis' precision, and Bizzarro's brute strength at their side, players will experience a thrilling new chapter in their heroic journey. That's a really interesting take on this DLC. Now, some stuff makes sense, some stuff we never had, so it will be interesting if it ever happened, or where it's taking the ideas from. But yeah, I'm all in for an Outlaws DLC. It's long overdue. Artemis needs a new model. She never really looked like her comic counterpart, so I would she's in the game, but this time we saw it was Amazon Fury 3. So let you guys know in the comments below which DLCs you would like to see. Maybe I can put some of them through ChatGPT just to see where it's taking it. And generally what you want to see in the game, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.